Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Kristi Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom. Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show with Chick McGee. Let's see. Ace Cosby is our engineer. Hang on a second. I got to move the... Okay.
Pretty soon that's going to be in my lap.
Put it way over on the other side.
Okay. Our guest is comedian Reno Collier. So it's good to see you, Reno. Reno now hoping Tom Brady becomes... A Titan. You live in greater Nashville.
Be careful what you wish for.
I was going to say you live in greater Nashville when I think technically you live in lesser Nashville.
I live, I go into Nashville for flour and bacon.
Oh, you live on the prairie, do you?
Yeah.
Let's see. I mentioned our engineer is Ace Cosby, the proprietor of the Ace Cosby joke of the day. This is Tom speaking. Welcome back. I want to mention something briefly. In case you don't think that all these devices are listening. Yesterday in the air, we had a news story about the Apple Watch. Kind of an interesting story. I guess the Apple Watch, what was it? It's outsold.
Yeah, all Swiss watches
all
combined.
Swiss watches last year, but it's kind of a different thing. And then you just asked me, I said, I really like to have a regular watch. And someone asked me what kind of watch I have, and I mentioned that this was a gift. It's a nice watch. I mentioned the type of watch it was.
Bang and pretentious, wasn't it?
Yes, that's what it was. And
BP, yeah.
Went later on in the show. Later on, I turned on later on in the show.
Yes, yeah.
I turned on.
During the big pile of show we do. Yeah.
I turned my phone on.
Yeah.
I kid you not. I did, and the first thing that popped up was an ad for this brand of watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
the time to be worried about this and to stop it is like, I don't know, 8 years ago, 10 years ago.
I'm just saying, for people that don't think it's listening.
Oh, it is.
Hello, phone.
I have a follow-up for a story we did yesterday.
What's that?
You recall that we did a story yesterday about how smelling your lover's shirt can improve your sleep performance?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
the thing is, if your lover isn't there,
right.
You're supposed to make a pillow out of their shirt. Or
Yeah,
you would
study
consider doing
participants who were exposed to their partner's scent overnight experienced better sleep quality, even though their partner was not physically present.
Which is why
and
they
I have not
experience better sleep.
slept in about 3 days. So last night, I slept in my boyfriend's shirt. Sure enough, slept through the night like a baby. It was great.
Well, all right.
Have you ever done this, Josh? Take a lover's shirt.
Skin?
And, take that
Drape
off,
it over my
your
face and dance around.
Really?
That's right. And then sneak out on the gurney.
Goodbye, horses.
So maybe I need to make a pillowcase.
Now I understand.
You'll be with me forever.
Reno likes to do something similar when he's on the road.
Yeah?
Except they're his wife's panties, and he wears them like that Batman villain.
Bane. It's an unbelievable rest.
Is it?
It's just an amazing way to sleep.
Don't you feel welcome?
I do. I love it.
No, you're a guest in the show, and now I'm just picking on him instead
Well,
of Josh.
I was grateful that I got to sleep through the night. Thank you for the tip.
Yeah, apparently it was a scientific thing, and
Yeah,
the people
right
didn't
here.
know. The people didn't know
Right.
that they had taken
University of British Columbia.
They'd made, I guess, pillowcases or something out of
Oh, wait a minute. Canada?
stuff that
Yeah.
their people want.
We're not real science.
That's interesting. That is really interesting.
Yeah.
One could argue it's because you didn't sleep well the 3 nights before that you slept so well last night. You could have been naked.
Now, Josh, you prefer wearing your girlfriend's lingerie, I understand.
I do,
When you're on the road.
Oh, love it.
But I don't want to. I'm not going to suggest. I was joking when I said that Reno wore it in his face. You wear it in the traditional manner.
That's right, because one time I didn't wear it, and I bombed that next show really hard, so now I have to wear it every time.
Just hope there isn't a fire.
Yeah, I just...
You'd run out in the hallway.
That's
and
part of the thrill.
Okay.
Is that there could be a fire. Yeah. I'm sitting in my bed with 2 sticks.
Somebody's going to see me in this stuff. I didn't get dressed up for nothing. These people didn't pay to see me.
I shaved my legs and everything.
Sadly, and Chick will back me up on this. So often arsonists are at the scene looking at the fire, self-pleasuring.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, we're joking about this, but
right.
Hey, Kristi, people are worse than you can possibly.
yes, there's nothing worse than
Don't ever
people.
forget that.
Thank you.
I don't want to think that.
Well, start. I'm glad
Wake
you
up.
had a good night's rest.
If somebody burns your house down and people are watching, just look for the guy with his hands in his pocket.
Now, does your boyfriend? Did you tell him about this thing that you were going to do?
Also, burglaries. They relieve themselves on the bad.
Sometimes they will.
Yeah. Or defecate in the corner. Or
What?
Yeah, sure.
Can't help them. True enough.
That's when you really like your job.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, if you do something you love for a living, you never work a day in your life. That's what I've always said.
By the way, are they ever going to clean under these desks?
Yes, sir.
And do we have a Miss Breen on the line or Ms.
Here.
Breen? Hey, Alli, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Were you listening a few minutes ago?
No, I just got on.
Okay, that's perfect.
She couldn't hear what you
What
said.
happened?
Nothing. Comedian Reno Collier is here with us. Do you guys know each other? You met?
I don't think we've met in person.
Yeah, not on person, but I think we've been on the air at the same time.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Well, if you don't mind, before we get to your sexy segment, we were trying to polish off Today in History. Kristi, did we miss anything?
On this date in 2010, Tiger Woods apologized for his affairs.
Sorry.
Oops.
Wasn't just a hole in one. Several. By the way, if we could go back one thing, young Jessica Alsman pointed out the song "It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood." He says, "In this neighborhood."
Yeah, we were all wrong.
We listened to it, and he indeed says it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
It's a Mandela effect, a lot of people think.
So that means what?
It means we all remember something happening in a different way than basically what we can find now. So maybe it's an alternate universe.
Oh.
Something's happened.
Right. That happened with the Berenstain Bears books.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm still
Everyone
upset
thought
about that.
Didn't it happen with the Humphrey Bogart movie, too?
Oh, yeah, he never says play it
He
against.
never says play it against
Star
him.
Wars, Luke, I am your father.
Yeah.
He never says that.
Yeah.
What does he say?
He says, no, Luke, period. I am your father.
Oh, well.
As
Kind of a different little...
As opposed to what?
Luke, I am your father. Like even Tommy Boy, they kind of, is it Tommy Boy? Yeah.
Yeah.
He
And
does
he's
that in
fanning
the
the
fan. Everyone always quotes it wrong. And that beam me up Scotty from Star Trek, he never actually said beam me up Scotty. He says, Scotty, beam me up. I know.
Oh, my
It's
gosh.
Okay.
But it's just the way we all remember it differently.
That's great. Okay, I'm sorry, Kristi, we have to finish off, some birthdays here?
Born on this date in 1437, Nicholas Copernicus.
What a great name.
Crackpot.
Nicholas Copernicus. Da-da-da.
Everything revolved around him.
It sure did, didn't it?
Or
Yeah.
his son. I forget which one it was.
Me.
1940.
You got to be pretty smart though, and for the rest of time, people go, "Hey, nice move, Copernicus."
Yeah.
No joke.
Yeah. Hey, Einstein.
On this date, born 1940, Smokey Robinson.
Oh, you don't care for smoke?
Do he and Lionel Richie have the same plastic surgeon?
Did up until Love Bath.
A love bath.
Oh, that thing's
Maybe we should all take a love
abominable.
bath
We
today
have
in
to
honor of Smokey's
suffer
birthday.
through
Together?
Love Bath.
He should really be embarrassed.
Not together,
about
Jess.
Okay, I'm sorry. Back to you.
Tony Iommi, born on this date in 1948.
The Sabs.
Jeff Daniels, friend of the show, great actor, born on this date in 1955.
Would you say who was the hotter, Jess? Who was the hotter, Atticus Finch?
What?
Jeff Daniels or the old guy?
Gregory Peck?
Gregory Peck.
Gregory.
I mean,
Jeff
the old.
Daniels.
Oh.
I'm sure when Mr. Peck played Atticus Finch, he was probably the same
Who's
age
the
as Jeff.
hotter Atticus?
I just saw Ed Harris play Atticus. He was kind of hot for an older guy.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Born on this date in 1963, Seal.
What's his real name?
I don't know, Henry something. Henry
Arnold Lemon
Olisgan Adiola Samuel.
Yeah.
I would have gone with Seal too.
Arugula.
Arugula. Very good.
Okay. That guy.
Benicio del Toro, born on this date in 1967.
Benny the Bull.
Yep.
And Millie Bobby Brown of Stranger Things, born on this date in 2004.
11.
And now she's 16.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, well,
Thank
Alli.
you.
Yes.
First off, just I don't want to get personal here, but I was just curious. How did your Valentine's Day go? Weren't you doing a Galentine's Day?
I did a Galentine's Day. It was great. I worked at the comic strip and I went out with my friend Nicole. And
Scissors.
yeah, we
Did
ate
guys
a lot
buy
of
you
chocolate
drinks?
covered strawberries. We mostly hung out at the strip where we had drinks for free.
Oh.
And then we went out to get food and no one bought us drinks.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
So
It was pretty low.
Were there any men on the hunt, if you will?
I don't think there were men on the hunt. We had a male friend join us by the end of the night. So maybe that discouraged people
I assume
from hunting
Valentine's
us.
Day pretty much is mostly pairs. People,
I think it's all couples.
people
Yeah.
have paired off.
And we had 2 shows at the Strip, and the first show was lovely. And the second show, all the couples were so drunk.
Oh gosh.
I've never seen that happen with couples. But yeah, it was a drunken Valentine's Day.
Okay, so you obviously went home alone. Clearly,
Clearly,
Yes.
that's none of your business.
Tom wants to know if you got laid, Allie.
just asking. Okay, so
I did not.
let's get right to our letters.
Okay, dear Allie, my wife says she's hetero-flexible
Huh.
and wants to open our marriage so she can experiment with women. To me, what that really means is I'm already interested in sleeping with other people and need you to ease my conscience. And if I say yes, that means she can actually be with other men as well, right? What should I do?
Get out.
Well, ask
of all-
her about the other men.
First
She
of all,
wanted to be with women.
using the word hetero-flexible right there, out. It's edutainment. No, right away, anyone that uses words like that, just got to get rid of them. It's not, obviously the
Just got to get rid of it.
That's it.
Oh, I hate those.
I think this is a conversation you need to have with her and
Yes,
discuss the
yeah.
rules and exactly what,
What do you
she's
call those?
expecting.
What do you call those words? Catmandoos? What is it?
Portmanteaus.
Portmanteaus. I was close. No, I object to those right away, so that'd be it for me.
Well, of course,
Yeah.
because you see everything in black or white. There's no gray area. This is a gray area for some people. They can have marriages that aren't.
This is not
The
going to
way you think they should
be.
be.
End well.
Well, he sounds
know
quite
that?
skeptical. Just
She'll-
keep talking to her about it.
She'll end up in a motel. That's a Pat Mandu word. And,
Yeah, it sounds like he thinks she's trying to trick him into
Right.
actually being able to be with other men.
Right. Talk to her more. Don't ask us idiots. Come on.
no.
This ends with a blood-spattered wall and the police. Okay, that's how it
These are
is.
so negative.
And a note that is illegible as the bruise kicks in. Sorry. Yeah, I'm out.
Crying, tired of typewriter.
Oh boy.
Let's go to our next one, please.
Dear Allie, my work friend is getting married and having a destination wedding. She nonetheless invited everybody, adding on the invite that if we can't make it but still want to send a gift, she has a honey fund and a registry. Do I really now have to buy her something?
No.
This
No.
seems tacky and greedy
No.
on her part.
Absolutely not.
That's only
Yeah.
because it's tacky and greedy on her part.
It is.
It really is.
really is tacky and greedy on her
Yeah,
part.
the destination wedding, or how much will I be reducing your gift by
Right.
based on the cost of the flight, the hotel. Yeah, I've been to a few. I'm not a big fan.
But
Oh, they're terrible.
this one gets over on them, though, because if you can't go, she's pressuring you into sending a gift, and no one can go to those.
She just needs to have that girl should have had a wedding shower. That way she still gets gifts.
I don't think
Instead,
she's
she messed
pressuring.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really feel like she's just putting it out there. Hey, if you want to give us some money, go for it.
Dude, it's like tipping at Starbucks.
Exactly.
They put it out there.
Right.
Like, ha, ha, ha.
I
And if
tip
they're
at
your friend,
Starbucks.
I wouldn't tip those people. Oh, I'm
They're
serious.
performing a service.
They're
for
getting
you.
paid by the
Behind
hour.
that.
So if they can
So
afford
do
that bone in their
waitresses.
nose,
You
they can
tip
afford.
them.
No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not. I'll tip a waitress because they walked and they come to get your food and they clean up. Starbucks does nothing. They do absolutely nothing
very-
except sit there.
It's very hard work. If you
And mess up
are,
your name on the
listening at
cup.
Starbucks, their app, the tipping function works about 10% of the time. So they really need to get an IT person. Yeah, their app is. They have a great app at Starbucks, but the tipping
Doesn't
function,
sound like it.
the tipping function is almost, at least on my iPhone 11,
I'm
appears to work about
impressed.
10% of the time. It doesn't show
I'm
up.
impressed that people tip on the app because I feel like people just tip on the cup because you get shamed into tking people are watching you tip.
It
like
is
in real
shaming,
life.
right?
But I
it's
mean-
totally shaming.
Yeah.
They don't even walk to your table. You walk. I might as well make the coffee myself. Like
but
you-
it's
But they
it's
are
hard
making you
work.
the coffee.
But we
they're
don't-
making so they're getting paid by the hour. Like I'll tip 25% in a restaurant every time I go in, but I'm not going to tip Burger King. It's the same thing. Do you tip at McDonald's?
No.
Just because they listen to jazz doesn't mean they deserve more money than somebody else. McDonald's, it's the same thing.
That is pretty good jazz, though.
register.
If you ruin my Starbucks for me, this will be your last appearance. Oh God.
yeah. Oh, what's our next letter?
Dear Allie, I just found out my girlfriend is on a website where she sells nude pictures of herself to strangers.
Sounds
Okay.
like
Is this
all right.
cheating?
It
Entrepreneurial?
is not cheating.
It's not cheating.
No, she's making money. It's a side
You
hustle.
just don't want me to work.
I don't understand why every girl doesn't do
It's like
this.
Steve Martin's movie, The Man with Two Brains, with Kathleen Turner's charging guys $10 to touch her ass.
That's right.
He comes home and catches her, and she said, "You just don't want me to work."
But she was cheating on him.
Now, Josh, if I recall, you didn't.
And it might have been more than that to touch her butt.
Didn't you date a woman who was a?
She was an online dominatrix, yes. So hers was a little different. She wouldn't send nudes or anything like that, but she would
touch people.
She would say, "Hey, I saw this on Amazon. I want it. Which one of you losers will be the first to buy it for me?" And guys would jump at the chance.
That works?
They love.
I can put that on Twitter now?
Yes. Yeah, Jess, I promise you.
Who's
you can get
gonna
anything
buy
you
me
want.
this? Let me find some.
No.
I want a baby Yoda.
You have to say something like, "Which one of you ugly, small, wienered losers is
You
going
have to go on a certain website for that?
Yes, you can find them. Yeah, guys loved it.
By the way, a Rolex Range Rover start with an R.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think you can pair Baby Yoda with you losers and idiots.
You
Who's
can.
gonna buy me a
And then
Baby
she also
Yoda?
did this
That's
thing
so
where
cute.
the guy would have to send her, like he would go, "Hey, here's my boss's phone number. Here's my girlfriend's phone number. If I don't give you what you want, you can call them and tell them what I've been doing."
But what has he been doing?
Sending a strange woman money.
So she didn't have to get naked for him or
No,
nothing?
they just loved being abused.
Did she wear dominatrix clothing in her profile?
Married. Am I right, Tommy?
Sometimes she would mail them socks and stuff. Weird stuff. But
See, you could never flip that. You could never have a guy on there talking to a woman.
No,
being all
no.
hey, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to send you golf balls.
So, Josh, you were okay with that?
I was okay with
So you're saying in this case, this woman is sending naked pictures of herself out, and this guy's finding it troubling.
Well, he asked if it's cheating.
It's not.
Because it's a.
Does he get a discount? By the way, just curiosity.
That's the thing. Yeah, if she starts charging you, then it's an issue.
The real question is, are you comfortable with it? And if you're not, then
then he has a
bounce.
problem.
So,
You're exactly right, Jess. Yeah, if you're not comfortable with it,
Right.
then it's a
Also, which one of you pathetic losers is going to buy me a fancy watch? I don't even know what to ask for.
Hey, some
Buy me
guys are
something.
into it.
Rolex Daytona.
Losers.
In honor of
But how did she start? She just started putting it out there, or she had a website she would go through?
She had a friend who
There
did
must
it,
have been.
and the friend told her
gotcha.
about it. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty wild.
Okay.
So that's a thing.
Yes, yeah.
With all
Yeah,
of the
because this girl has a website that she says it. I didn't know if I could say it on here, but there's
with all of the free
websites you can
porno
sell.
available, why do you think this still works? Is it because there's an actual connection to someone?
It's
Yeah.
whatever. It's that specific thing they like. They don't. Yeah.
They don't want to get caught by their boss.
Are these? I have a technical question. As I watch Josh sign pictures of himself, are these photographs sent to people, or is it strictly an online, digital, electronic transfer?
This one looks like it's online, which means unless it's protected, once they have the picture, they can do whatever they want with it. Even with the regular picture, you can take a picture of it and get it online.
But it'd be really weird if she had this. He walks into her apartment. There's this stack of envelopes and naked pictures, and she's sitting there looking stamps. Hey, look, $50 a pop. I'm killing it. Because that's probably a specific
receiving
fetish
one in the
also
mail.
to have it on the mail.
Right.
Have
Absolutely.
the signature on it. And I always thought it was weird when we would occasionally do these promotions, and there would be people from various organizations, and there would be women who were, say, in Playboy magazine, and guys would come up and they'd have them sign the centerfold, and and they'd go, "Can you sign it right there?"
We did. I did.
There's a scene in a movie where there's a bunch of grandmothers sitting around sending out used panties because there's guys who ask girls for panties, and they just started a website. And there's a bunch of grandmothers sending their panties out, pretending they're young girls.
There's vending machines in Japan that have used panties. So it's all out there, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Okay, let's get to our next letter. Alli Breen is our guest.
I
She
don't like
is
money enough.
our sexpert, to use a what do they portmanteau? What do you call them again?
Portmanteau or pimento.
Portmanteau. Okay.
I can't believe you used that, Tom.
I used it deliberately because I don't like those things.
All right, dear Alli, I'm divorced and just started dating in my 50s. I have to ask, why are men shaving their pubes?
Oh.
I get some manscaping, but I'm not into that full-on anteater mole man look. Is this the new normal?
Well, now we have this is kind of a controversy around here. Josh actually had himself completely waxed.
Yeah. I get it done.
You like that? Reno, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that you're probably relatively ape-like from the waist down.
No.
Oh, really? Are you a waxer?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, are you like a crew cut? Or
No. But it's cleaned up, but I don't go completely.
Bare.
You're not like Yul Brennering it down there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Or what about putting little shapes in there? A little heart.
My hand's still shaking.
An arrow.
Drinking.
So, Tom, you've never shaved your pubes.
He waited so long for them to come in. He would never disturb them
Yes,
at this
that's
point.
true.
You've never-
They arrived late, so they're my friends.
You've never trimmed them. You've never done anything.
Cut back a little bit. It's not like I'm, Larry Zonka.
Okay.
Okay, you have cut them back.
All right. That's good to hear.
But this woman's complaining because people are going full.
She must be
Now-
dating younger guys.
Now,
Full-on anteater.
Allie, not to suggest that you've encountered a lot.
No, not this
Of
time.
course not.
What if you had to do say, based on your anecdotal research? Almost
Yes.
something else. What percentage of encounters have you found have the clean shaven look?
I think that they're pretty common. I think the full-on shave is pretty common. I mean, I don't have a large population sample, much to Tom's chagrin. But I don't know, a little manscaping is definitely the normal, but I think full-on shave is actually pretty common,
Okay.
I would say.
Chris, do you think that's
Yeah.
that's skewing younger, if you will?
Well, I think a lot of men manscape. I think maybe the full-on. Well, Josh is a lot younger. I mean, the younger
and the
guy.
same
The
thing
waxing is impressive because waxing hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Josh
does
is
hurt.
committed. Josh
Yeah.
is committed to this.
But it does hurt, and it gets easier. But I just like how long it lasts. So
Okay.
Plus, I'm a man of a certain size. It's easier to have somebody else just do it. I need to be lifting and twisting.
Things could go hot wax. Things could go terribly wrong as you remove testicular flesh.
Oh Lord.
Well, I think the same thing is true with the ladies. A lot more. You know what I'm saying? A little clear runway there for the most part.
Sure.
Well, Allie, it's been
Thanks, Allie.
Yes. I'm glad to bring that up and put the imagery in everyone's head.
Yeah. Do you call that 6 o'clock shadow down there? Sorry.
That's where
That'd be 6, 10, and 2. Okay. Thank you, Allie.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.